I just built a PC.
All right, look, enough laptop talk, enough PC talk. Bing bong. How you guys doing?
Swell.
I got some great news. We are live. And we're live
Yes.
only on Twitch. We're Twitch exclusive now. We signed a contract with Twitch. So, that's not true. But, hey, K-Mango's in the chat. Mom's in the chat. Good to see you all.
Hey, believe that.
Welcome to the CineBoiz podcast, part of the Corkbats podcast network. We are the CineBoiz TV, movie, gaming, anything entertainment related. We're probably talking about it. Branch of Corkbats. If you don't know what Corkbats is, be sure to follow them on social media and visit corkbats.com. Guys, happy National Oatmeal Cookie Day to all who celebrate.
There's such a better cookie
all
out
the
there.
cookies.
Yeah. Get a better cookie.
No, oatmeal cookies are great.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
with Mom
There are
on this.
raisins in
Raisins.
They're
I just,
fine.
yeah.
They're just
Raisins
fine.
are delicious. Raisins are like the chocolate chip of nature.
there. No, raisins suck, and raisins are why I have trust
I
issues.
can't tell if you're doing a bit right now, but if you're not, I'm kind of mad about it.
I feel like the oatmeal raisin cookie is just an underrated cookie product.
Ugh, get out of here.
They're the reason I
Like a
have trust
really
issues.
good, like
Yeah,
I'm not
what are we talking
like, I'm
about?
not talking about like go to the store buy like a sleeve of them. I'm talking like a freshly made oatmeal raisin cookie is just so
Yeah.
good.
Why ruin the freshly baked cookie with raisins? Of all the, whose idea was it to put raisins in it?
I don't know. We're all triggered.
I can't believe you.
That's
guys.
why we're
I'm, like,
here and you're there.
I'm legitimately upset. Well, as you can see, if you're joining us live, looks like we got 3 out of the 4 CineBoiz in one room together. This does not happen very often. When it does, it's a big deal. And we have yet to have all 4 of us in the same room together. Do you guys think it will ever happen?
I like to
I
think
don't
it
know.
won't.
You like to think it won't? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I have a dream one day that, yes, but I don't know.
I hope that like sometime Mob and Kenny are both in Columbia, and then I'm just like not here for some reason.
Well, so
Just,
we've never, like, obviously we've never been in the same room, all 4 of us together to do a podcast.
Ever.
And since we started this podcast, I don't think there has been a moment in the 2 years since we've done this where we've all 4 just been in a room together, period. Podcast or
No.
not.
I mean, I don't think we've all been in the same room since you left Columbia. Yeah,
Right.
Well,
maybe.
we do this so that if Tom's house were to get bombed right now, the show could still go on.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a designated
about-
survivor situation.
It's all about
Yeah.
risk management.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny's the Kiefer Sutherland of this podcast.
Yes. So,
Well, that's
Yes.
a good thing.
we keep it separated. That way, if one of us is attacked, we
Mm-hmm.
can keep doing it. Molly's in the chat. Good morning, Molly. Good to see you. Kay also in the chat. Mom's in the chat. Mr. Rima in the chat. Good to see you as well. Just a few housekeeping items. If you're watching us live on our Twitch page, which everyone is, if you are watching us live right now, because we are no longer streaming to YouTube. We're going to have the VOD, the VOD up on YouTube by tomorrow. But when we do a live stream, it will be exclusively to our Twitch page moving forward. Because Twitch page is kind of our page. And, if you want to follow, subscribe, all that stuff, we'd really appreciate it. It goes a long way for us. Following costs you absolutely nothing. And you could be entered to win prizes in the future if you do. And you're essentially making money that way by following us on Twitch. Okay, with the 15 bits. Thank you so much, Kay. That we really, really appreciate that. You can give us bits, you can donate, all that fun stuff. And you can also subscribe now that we're Twitch affiliates. Like we're a big effing deal. We hit affiliate. We haven't been streaming a lot, but we did hit affiliate, which is a great feeling. And then, if you're watching us on the VOD, on the Corkbats YouTube page, thank you so much. Help us to continue to grow the Corkbats YouTube channel. We really appreciate that. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And it goes a long way for us and for Corkbats. So if Corkbats is doing well, we're doing well. So if you like us, you like what we do, we really, really recommend you follow Corkbats on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and also visit corkbats.com. So, corkbats.com. Let me pull this up real quick. Yes, corkbats.com. You can go there now. You can actually read our review on Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is out now. And then we have a review for The Northman coming Monday. So be sure to check it out. It's a fun website. Would you guys agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great fun.
Yeah. So check out corkbats.com. You know, if you like us, you'll love Corkbats. And then, yeah, I mean, if you're unable to watch us live or you're not watching us on corkbats.com, or excuse me, youtube.com/corkbats, and you're listening to this as our newest podcast episode, thank you so much as well. We are the CineBoiz podcast. So you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts. Please consider rating, reviewing, following, and subscribing to our podcast. And you can also watch us on Spotify, which is great. You can actually get the VOD on Spotify if you listen there. So check that out. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm Kenny. I'm one of the co-hosts of the CineBoiz podcast. And we're all four here today. It's a good feeling. You guys are stoked. I can tell.
Horns down.
Yeah.
So here's where it gets tricky. This is where we kind of talk about what we're big on for the week. But usually I base it off of the corners, the four corners that we have. But now you guys are all in one room, so it kind of makes it tough because you're all in Missouri right now. But let's start on the East Coast. Actually, who's sitting furthest east?
None of us.
We're in a line.
We're north to south.
Okay, who's the furthest south right now?
Me.
Kevin, what are you big
right.
on?
I got two things. First one's small. I'm big on our legs. Check out our legs, guys. Look at Mob's legs. You can see our legs.
We got
Whoa.
legs.
Oh, baby.
Big on legs. How
Yeah,
I like it.
legs. Second thing, big on broken bones. I'm pretty sure I broke my toe this weekend.
Oh, yikes.
It feels great. Confirmed by our friend's wife, who is a RN, and also by Google. I'm pretty sure. Just looking at photos, it looks just like my toe, which appears to be broken. So I'm in a
sorry to
good
hear
spot. Great spot, actually.
The broken toe is by far one of the most annoying ailments one can
And
have.
it's the pinky toe, luckily, so
Oh.
it doesn't matter whatsoever. It's just like
That's your
nothing I
balance
can do
toe,
about
though.
it. Just hurts walking around, you know?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You can't do anything about it. It hurts, and it's just gonna suck for a while.
And
that's
unless
it.
it's your big toe, if you like have a boot for your broken toe, it's like what?
You could
What
go
do
get
you
a
even do?
boot.
Nothing.
I could, but that would be ridiculous. A boot for a broken pinky toe.
Well, last time I broke my toe,
I know you had a
they
boot.
gave me a little foot guy,
That's true.
and they were like, "Do you want the little one or do you want the big one? You don't need the big one." And I said, "Give me the big one." So I was walking around with a huge boot for a while because I just was like, "I want more."
You got to
sympathy.
milk that sympathy, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that feels
exactly.
right.
Yeah, Kay says she has 2 broken toes, and it's annoying.
Right now?
Yeah,
Yikes.
well, I don't know. I'm sorry to hear that, Kay. That's a bummer.
Bad day.
Yeah, broken toe club. Welcome.
Here's Kevin over here whining about his 1 broken toe, and we got poor
Yeah.
Kay in the chat with 2. So, come on, Kevin.
Hopefully
Get over
they're on
yourself.
the same
Two
foot.
toes, K.
What if you had a broken toe on each foot? That would be
That'd
that'd be rough.
You just wouldn't walk. I would not walk. I'd get
Kenny
a
would
wheelchair.
be in a wheelchair.
I would ask for a wheelchair. And Kay says no, it's in the past. So Kevin, you are. It looks like Kay is healed up. So we'll pray for a speedy recovery for you. But thanks for joining us. We really appreciate that. And then in the middle there, it's like a little Kevin mob sandwich. We got Tom in the middle. Tom, how are you?
I think it's a
I'm
Tom
swell.
sandwich.
This is like my favorite ever.
Hold on.
Got my
Kay,
boys.
Kay just put in the chat. She broke one trying to do a pull up. And then,
What?
Interesting.
We need the story on that.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
okay, that's interesting. The one exercise that does not involve feet at all.
Well, the first time I broke my toe on the other foot years ago, I fell off the back of a couch and fell on my head, but then I ended up breaking a toe somehow. I'm still not really sure how. So
Okay.
similar story there.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. So she landed straight down on her big toe. Okay, that makes
Oh.
sense.
That's
Ouch.
way less funny.
it
Anyways,
hurts.
sorry, Tom. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, buddy. But what
That's
are you big
okay.
on, dude?
I am big on the show Severance on Apple TV Plus.
Ooh,
It is very good. I started last weekend, finished it last night. I will say I'm very angry about it at the same time, but I won't say why.
No spoilies.
No spoilers.
I'm in the
But
middle of
I
it.
hear
You
it's
should watch it because it's
fantastic.
great.
yeah.
It
really
Mal
hooks you.
Also in the chat saying it is very good. Yeah, that's on our list of things to watch. Really, what we've been on lately is the biggest Survivor kick I think any 2 human beings have ever been on. We literally got Paramount Plus so we can watch every season of Survivor.
Oh wow.
I mean, you're about 35 seasons behind, right?
We're in deep, dude. Like,
Yikes.
I don't think we're gonna watch every season, but we are watching like most of like the ones within the past like 8 years, I'd say.
How many episodes a day do you think you're watching?
At least 4.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Wow.
Last weekend, so we didn't do the podcast last weekend. We literally started a season of Survivor and we finished it in a 24-hour period.
Wow.
Holy crap.
It was awesome.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And it's like
for you.
it's my newest obsession and I want to be on it. And so I've been training. Wish me luck.
Anyway, yes, that's what I'm big on.
Sorry.
Just one more note. I will say, I think, despite like my anger about it, I do think it's my favorite show and maybe the best show I've watched this year.
Wow.
Mm.
There it is.
I know there's a lot of 2022 left and a lot of shows and movies to come out, but I think so far of the shows I've watched, it's the best one.
I think it's been a really good year for TV shows so far.
So far. Tom, it's
feel
got
like
the
I've
Tommy
always had
stamp of approval, so you know it's good. Yeah, no, that's cool. We'll check it out for sure. I mean, that's how I kind of feel about Everything Everywhere All at Once. I know it's very early in the year, but I am ready to say it's the best movie of the year.
Mhm.
Better than Top Gun Maverick.
which I am excited for. That.
I saw another trailer for it last night, and it looks good.
It does look really good.
Like, I kind of want to see it in IMAX.
That'd be a wild trip.
It'd be wild.
I
Well,
might throw
Tom,
up.
we appreciate you, man. We're really glad you're here. And also, just a special thanks for opening up your home to these two idiots.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Thank you for hosting. We really appreciate that. And then, of course, on the end of the couch, the northernmost point on Tom's basement couch, we got Mob. Mob, how are you?
I'm great.
I see that you've made a long journey to be with Kevin and Tom today. And I
Yeah.
also want to thank you for making that journey, because I know that's
Thank you.
probably not easy on you.
It's the only reason I'm here.
Okay. Well, thank you. And with that, what are you big on?
So lately I've been doing these things called nasal rinses.
Dude, yes, they're so good.
And
you feel like $1,000,000?
My wife told me you can't get addicted, and she's a doctor, so I kind of believe her, but I'm pretty sure I'm also addicted.
I do it every day.
So
I'm addicted.
Is that the
nasal
thing where you
rinses.
stick the neti pot and you do that?
So it's this
Like
little
Dwight?
squeeze bottle.
Do you
You
do
like
the Neil Med one?
yeah,
Yeah,
Neil
baby.
Med
Yeah.
Neil Med nasal rinses. You take this
Sponsor
little
us.
packet. You
Sponsor
take this
us,
little
cowards.
packet. It's like salt or saline or something. You
Yeah.
pour it in, then you pour some distilled water in there, and you just shoot it straight up your
Oh, it
nostril
feels so
on both
good.
sides, and you'll never feel like your nose is cleaner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allergy season, it's a must.
So it's saline. It's not water.
No, it's distilled water, but
It's
it's
distilled
basically
water with like a saline.
salt packets.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
Yeah.
I go through distilled water like nobody's.
Oh
business
yeah,
these
it's
days.
it's
I
on the it's just ran on the
Jugs
grocery
are
list.
everywhere. Yeah.
Distilled water,
Dude,
boys.
welcome.
Yeah.
It's a great world.
Well,
I even have the little
That's the
Neil Med
thing.
drying rack.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
I'm big time.
You're,
Yeah.
in deep.
Yeah, I think I bought 50 little packets last Sunday. It's
Yeah,
like
man.
halfway gone.
Oof. Are you doing multiple a day?
Kate said I could.
Wow.
Kate said that he got a doctor's
My
opinion.
doctor said I could.
You know what? Shoot.
My doctor.
In the throes of the worst allergy season, maybe I'll do 2 in a day. Now that it's
Oh,
doctor
one
approved.
when you wake up, one before you go to bed.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I usually try and do it before I go to bed for sleeping purposes, but man, if I can do 2 a day.
Oh, I was told, and I quote, you can do it as many times as you want.
Okay. You heard it
That's
here.
great news.
If Mob says it's okay, then you can take his word for it because he's married to a doctor. So,
Amazing.
Yes, come to me for all medical advice.
yeah, I will. Oh, man. Well, Mob.
Do you think if
thank
we
you.
FaceTimed Kay right now, she could diagnose if my toes for sure broken or not?
Yeah, that's what she loves the most is as a head and neck and ear, nose, and throat doctor. When people ask her questions about anything below
Look
the
at
neck.
my foot.
Yeah. What do you think's
mean, I
going
think
on here?
I did that to Stacy last night. I just whipped out my foot. It was like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we had been married for a couple of months, and we were at my grandma's house, and we're just sitting at the table, and all of a sudden my grandma just pulls up her pant leg and goes,
Oh,
"Hey, Kate,
God.
what is that? Is
this?"
it infected?"
Thing probably looks like a road map.
It was gross.
Jeez. Oh, my gosh. Well, Mob, thank you. Thanks for making the trip. We're really glad that you're here. I guess that's
show's over.
Show's over. We don't have
I
anything
guess
to
I'll
talk
ask you,
about.
Kenny, what are you big on?
I'll tell you what I'm big on. I have several things. One, The Northman. Just saw it last night. Very good. Review coming to Corkbats.com on Monday, so check that out. The other thing I'm really big on, it's weird, but I'm really into Fortnite. Ever since they got rid of the building, or they have the no build mode, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite.
What is this, 2018?
I know. I feel like
You're
I'm
4 years old or something?
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm a little kid.
Middle school, you into Roblox and all that shit?
Like, there's a really good chance once I get done with everything I need to do today that the rest of my day will be spent playing Fortnite.
No, I'm with you. It's
Holy
a lot of fun right now.
Yeah, it's very, very enjoyable. So if you've been on the fence about Fortnite and you're like, oh, I heard about this no build mode, I don't know if I actually want to play it. Play it.
Because
It's
the
highly
worst
enjoyable.
part of Fortnite before this was it's that at its main core you had to build, and my brain just does not work that
Right.
way. Like
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching people playing building Fortnite
Mhm.
because you just see them and they're like, and it's like boom, and I'm sitting there and I would play because I had a friend who liked it, and I would be like, oh, I got to build now. Press that button.
Yep.
And it was just so bad.
It's insane how good people can get at the build mode, and it's like it's impossible. Like, if your brain doesn't work that way, which mine doesn't either, it's impossible. Like, you can't do it. It takes a very skilled, like, multitasking brain in order to handle
And
that.
that's why no builds is a thing now, is because kids' brains just evolved at such a point to where building became so stupid, and like that was all the game was who could
Yeah.
build faster.
Yeah.
So they've made a no builds mode, and now everyone loves it.
Yeah, it's great. If Fortnite is free, so I guess we can say that we're sponsored by Fortnite. So
Yep.
go download it on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever.
So if you want to buy something from the store, use creator code CineBoiz and
Yes.
tell us if it works.
Yes. Again, use creator code CineBoiz. We can't promise you'll get a discount, but if you do, absolutely let us know. So,
We would like to see if
I'd
that
be
works.
interested. Yeah.
do you want to play Fortnite? Well, I guess you're not home, Mob. Never mind.
Otherwise, I would.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. Well,
Maybe next
download it on Tom's PlayStation and just play.
Yeah, you can hang out here all day if you want.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, we got a lot to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since we last got together, and there has been a lot of stuff going on. So let's just get into it.
I'm excited
Kay
to
says,
learn
"Hope
about
you
it."
don't get sued." I hope so too. I don't want to get sued. We don't have
It's
any
kind of
money.
funny though.
What are they going to take? from us?
Actually, I hope we do get
Be
sued,
good for
because
clout.
then we know we're bigger than we thought we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Dude, we're
Make a name for ourselves, baby.
Yeah.
Come take all our hundreds.
Well, we got like a ton of headlines to get to, so let's get to it, and we're gonna go through it real quick because we don't want to keep you guys here too long. We understand that it's Saturday. You probably got a lot of things to do. Probably run to the Home Depot
Shaping up
because
to
that's
be a
what you do
beautiful
on
day, too.
Saturdays in the spring because there's no football to watch unless you're watching the draft. So first and
Boring.
foremost, Netflix sucks. Who's with me?
I was on it before this, and now I'm even more on it. Netflix, get wrecked.
So Netflix lost so many subscribers. In fact, they lost about 200 million subscribers in the first quarter of this year. So now they're having to pivot their business model, and essentially they're going to start showing ads. So if you pay for a subscription, one of the biggest reasons why they lost so many subscribers is because they increased their prices. And now they're going to be offering a low price option that has ads, which is a huge bummer because I feel like Netflix is the one that you can trust to not have ads. Like, I just feel like that's been kind of their thing. That's their brand. And now
Well, I think the root problem is that all these other streaming platforms popped up and have started making their own content and taking Netflix content away.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Peacock really wrecked them a little bit by taking all their NBC shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're basically just paying for TNT movies and badly produced Netflix content for the most part.
Right. Yeah, so I think HBO Max now is the top dog because there's no commercials.
Oh,
You
for
get like the
sure.
little ad for their shows at the beginning, but then there's no commercials. But like every other streaming service I can think of, unless you pay for the no ad option, has ads.
Does Apple TV?
Oh, I guess they don't.
For their own shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't mind like the 30-second minute like ad in front of a show for another
that you
show.
can easily skip.
Because you
Right.
can skip it.
Exactly.
Or I'll watch
that's
it
not
if
a
I'm
problem.
interested.
But I don't like my shows being interrupted with ads for like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, and I'll say that I think that's one way that Netflix could do it better than like say Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Put a 30-second ad at the beginning of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No one's gonna really care.
Yeah, I
Or
agree.
Cut it in the middle.
Just don't stop it in the middle, like
Yeah.
because that's why we like streaming, is because I can watch a full episode just not interrupted. But if
Yeah.
you put it at the front of every single one, so like you start another episode, you get another ad. So what? So be it. I'll
So
go
be it.
pee.
Also, maybe be a bit more discerning in what you're actually producing, because they pump out a lot of content and most of it's not great.
It's usually terrible.
But they every once in a while will have a movie or a show that is phenomenal. But they just those are so few and far between.
Well,
That I just don't care about so much of what they're pumping out.
sure. Mal says this is also what happens when people start going outside again. Fair enough.
That's true.
They did make bank off the pandemic.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, they did very well. Yeah, my mom says I'm working while listening to you. Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
Right on.
Right on. Good to know.
Cool.
And then Kay says maybe they'd be doing better if they stopped canceling shows that people loved after one season in favor
That's
of
a
pumping
great
out
point,
10
too.
more shows people don't care about. So yeah, to your point, yeah, that's a really good point. So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you are the kind of person that's like, hey, I don't want to pay $16 for Netflix, and I'll take like an $8 option with ads, that's fine. I get that. But as far as like quality of content, I feel like ads, unless they're presented in a way that doesn't interrupt the viewing experience, ads are just a bummer. Like we have Hulu with ads, and it's like you try to watch a show, and then all of a
It
sudden
sucks.
you get an ad for
It's watching TV.
Yeah.
So
So
but
yeah,
it's the new version. Yeah, it's TV now.
I'd also say what's weird about Netflix is Netflix used to be the place where you're like, oh, this new movie's coming to Netflix. I feel like unless it's a Netflix original, you're seeing movies pop up on
Yeah.
HBO, even Hulu,
Mhm.
or like Disney Plus way before like they pop up on Netflix. If there's a movie to pop up on Netflix, it's probably an original Netflix movie or a movie that's a couple of years old. They're not getting those fresh like Netflix exclusive releases on movies anymore.
Yeah.
And that's probably because all these places have their own streaming service.
Yeah. There's so
Well,
many
and-
streaming services now that you're seeing that, like, for instance, Paramount Plus has like their new release movies out on Paramount Plus within like a month.
Yeah.
Like Batman is on HBO Max now.
And HBO, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just even thinking like Free Guy. Free Guy was on a streaming service. It went to HBO Max. It went to Hulu. It went to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But it's not on Netflix. They're not getting those anymore.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, Netflix has not won a Best Picture yet, correct?
Correct. They've had a lot that have been nominated.
Is Apple TV the first streaming
Yeah.
service to win one? Which is a crazy upset.
No, because well, I guess Nomadland wasn't an exclusive because it was released in theaters first.
Well, it was
But it was a
exclusive to
Hulu.
Hulu when it came out,
Yeah.
but it was a theatrical release.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah, that's true. Kay says it's time to start pirating again.
Yeah.
Kay, we can't
Yes, I
recommend you
miss
do
those
that.
days.
We're back. We're back.
We can't recommend you do that. And Mal says, who would have
Anarchy.
predicted Netflix would be the worst streaming service? Not me. It was. The,
I mean,
it was
Hulu's still the
top of
worst, I think.
cream of
Yeah, I don't
crop
think
for a
it's
long
the
time.
worst.
Yeah,
I don't
Between
know.
Hulu's interface and all the ads,
Hulu's interface drives me up a
It's the
wall.
worst.
It's
Also-
so annoying.
Peacock is really terrible as well.
I mean, Peacock's not
Like,
even on my radar.
we've
Peacock.
got shows we've been watching on Peacock that they don't even have when you get back on. They don't have like a continue watching feature.
Oh,
It's just like, what are you doing?
I will say, like, other than its interface, which is awful, I never thought that I would think Apple Plus was going to have better content
Oh.
than Netflix, and I think we might be there.
Apple Plus's content is incredible.
Yes.
Apple
But
TV
they also
is-
have a
Apple TV.
But their interface is just
It's garbage.
Well, it's bad.
Trash.
But
It
they
sucks.
Apple TV's like pound for pound. They don't have a ton of content, but it's almost all good.
Everything's been
Yeah.
great so far.
Yeah. Kay says, what if something like Netflix, or what happens if something like Netflix shuts down and all those shows haven't been sent to DVD? Does all the media just get lost to the ether? I feel like
Well, it's not-
Netflix does release their shows in other avenues. Like you can buy like VOD.
Yeah,
And that's the
yeah.
thing. I don't think Netflix is gonna go anywhere. I think it's just gonna change.
they
Yeah.
still make a boatload of
Oh
money.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
They're
their
still
stock
profitable.
price went dropped $100 and it's still $200. Like
Yeah.
it's still they're fine.
They're just gonna
Their
change a
model
lot
just
in the
has
next
to-
few years. Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to just pay outrageous sums of money for all the rights to these shows, and they're just gonna have to figure out a better way of doing things.
Yeah.
It's like
Cases-
they're billionaires and now they're just like on the brink of being a billion, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're still
Yeah.
they're fine. I'm not worried about Netflix.
I like what Kay says.
Yeah, pirates are
Pirates,
the
backbone of our society.
Our
True.
flag means death.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, guys, we got so much to talk about. We got to move on. We can't dwell on this. All right.
right.
Okay. Next, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, getting together for another movie.
Cool, man.
Let's go.
Let's
They're
watch.
starring in a film about Nike and Michael Jordan. So it's a movie about the guys who signed Michael Jordan to Nike back in the 80s.
course.
Okay.
And apparently
I
will
was
not
afraid
feature
one of them was
Michael
gonna be
Jordan in
Michael
any way. What'd you say?
I said good. I was afraid one of them was going to be Michael Jordan.
How do you think that conversation
That
goes?
would have been. Which one would it be?
Yeah, how do you think Matt and Ben figure that out? All right,
Rock, paper,
we're making
scissors?
a movie about Michael Jordan. One of us gets to be Michael Jordan.
And I'm sure one of them was just like, well, Robert Downey Jr. got away with it. It's just like, but that's a whole nother time. Like, let's just not go there anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That was also a parody of what
It
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is.
It would have been awesome if they didn't change their appearance whatsoever. They were just like,
I'm Michael Jordan.
Michael
I'm Michael
Jordan.
Jordan now. I'm wearing the jersey.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that'll be interesting. I don't know if they're writing it or not. Look, they're 2 for 2 on well-written movies. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
I'll
Even
watch
though
it.
Last Duel made $0.
Such a good
It
movie,
was
though.
so good.
Yeah,
It just
makes no
it
sense.
didn't like
Was
Jodie
it the-
Comer didn't get what she deserved.
no, and neither all three of them.
Weird adult in the chat saying, "How do you like them ankles? Show me your ankles, boys. Give the people what they want." There we go. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, there it is.
Ob's got the whole leg.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a good leg.
So yeah, check out that movie coming soon. But guys, we got so much to talk about. We need to get on to the next thing. We don't have time.
Hey Kenny, do we have so much to talk about?
Yeah, we have a ton to
Let's
talk
about that.
Okay, we have a lot to talk about. So next, Venom 3 and Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel
Ooh.
have been
oh.
officially greenlit by Sony.
Sweet.
I know.
Did you see Sony like released their whole plan of this Marvel Sony universe, and it's basically a who's who of Hollywood right now. Like
Yeah.
who's
Interesting.
hot, and that's who they it's who they want to play. the
It's
characters.
amazing how quickly that flipped.
It's all about how they just want to get names and faces. They don't really care about story.
Correct,
That's because
and that checks out for their movies.
Sony.
if you've seen Morbius, like
Oh.
I have,
No thanks.
I kind of want to in a sick way.
oh, it's bad. Like it's not even like fun bad. It's like just like anger. It angered me how bad it was.
Like I would call Venom fun bad. Like it's not a
Yeah,
good movie, but
yeah,
it was
that's a good
fun.
example.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah, no, Morbius was, it had no idea what it wanted to be, and it was just, you can read our review on Corkbats.com, another plug. For Morbius, it's bad. It's not good. We don't
Well, the
recommend
funny
it.
thing about Morbius too is we were seeing trailers for it for like 3 years.
Right. It got delayed.
Every
'cause
time
of
I went
They
to a
made this,
movie,
like,
it
in
was
2018.
Morbius. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd been sitting on the shelf for a very, very long time, so I don't think that helped. And Sony was just
And-
like, yeah, let's just get this out there. We need to make some money.
Just Jared Leto being Jared Leto.
No, God, he's so bad in it.
Did anyone see the compilation someone put on the internet the other day of every time Jared Leto gets like maimed in a movie? He gets shot a lot.
I
didn't
didn't
know
realize
that.
that.
Yeah.
My guess is they start shooting the movie and they're working with him and they're like, I can't shoot him in real life, so we're gonna write this in. New scene, and Jared Leto dies.
Apparently, I've not seen a lot of Jared Leto movies.
I haven't.
It's like a lot more than you even like than I even realized he was in. I was like, oh, that's Jared Leto.
There's,
Like in Fight Club,
Fight Club, Psycho,
Psycho,
American Psycho.
American
Oh,
Psycho.
yeah.
Sorry.
which I just watched that again the other night.
There's a lot.
Crazy movie.
He ends up being like the dude that gets shot in most movies, actually, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, I would say there's probably like 2 Jared Leto movies you need to see, and then the rest are like optional.
What's the second one?
Well,
Blade
one
Runner
is
2049.
one is
Oh,
Dallas,
Oh, I just watched that one
yeah.
the other night. So good.
Dallas Buyers Club, and then Blade
Yeah,
Runner
very good.
2049.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about Blade Runner.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that movie.
I will
It's
say this:
on
Jared Leto.
HBO, yeah.
Jared Leto has more Oscars than all
It's
of
on
us
Netflix.
combined.
Netflix.
So what does
Oh.
that say? I guess we should talk him
Netflix.
so much.
Wait, say that again.
Jared Leto has more Oscars than all 4 of us combined.
It's true for
Yeah,
now.
but yeah.
So
for
does
now,
Eminem.
exactly.
Big deal.
That's true. He does have an Oscar.
So does 3-6 Mafia.
That
Big
is true.
deal.
They do have an Oscar.
Mm.
Billie Eilish has an Oscar now.
That's
She does.
Billie Eyelash.
Good for all of
Will
them.
Smith has an Oscar.
He does. Lady Gaga.
Did anybody see Will Smith on his healing tour? He was at the Taj Mahal the other day meditating. He's really
Oh, great.
going through it.
Good for him, man.
Thanks for showing us that.
Thanks, bud.
Hey, we got a lot to talk about. Let's move on.
Guys, we got a lot left to talk about.
Kenny's
Also,
really
I don't
slowing
even
down
want an
today.
Oscar. SMH. Well, good for you, Molly. I'd be stoked to have an Oscar. I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but I'd love it. Moving on, because guys, we got so much to talk about. Batman 2 officially greenlit,
Yes.
and it's
It's gonna
gonna
take
have
forever.
Bob Pattinson returning, and also Matt Reeves will be directing the sequel. So
Excellent.
yay, because it is so good. I watched it twice last week.
I was kind of bummed. I don't want to do the Joker again. I just don't want to do it again.
Yeah.
Can we do something different? It was so nice to see not the Joker.
The Riddler was great.
Let's get Mr. Freeze in there, baby. But my
Let's-
caveat to
let's
that
utilize-
is I want Arnold Schwarzenegger to be Mr. Freeze again.
And let's get Penguin going some more.
I think he will be.
He
Yeah,
has
Penguin.
to will be.
I
Yeah.
still
I think he
can't
will
believe
be.
that was Colin Farrell.
I know.
He's
Aren't
so
they,
good.
Aren't they in talks to like make a show on HBO Max with
Yes,
that's
they
like
are, actually.
about
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And Matt Reeves is involved.
Yes.
Like it's
On
part of
that.
that universe.
In on that.
Correct. You are
Let's
correct.
go.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. Yeah, so Batman 2 officially announced. Warner Brothers confirms. So be on the lookout for the Batman 2 in
I hope the
theaters
Joker's
probably
not
in
in it.
2025.
He will be. They'll find a way.
Weird Adult says, is it Batman dialogue or clearing throat? I'm not sure what you mean there. Like,
I am vengeance.
Yeah, it's the voice.
it's dialogue. Yeah. Guys, still a lot to talk about. Let's not waste any time here.
Keep going. Roll.
Probably the most savage news of the week. Olivia Wilde was presented with custody papers while on stage at CinemaCon. Just
Apparently-
ice cold move.
Ice cold.
Well, apparently he was mad about it.
Yeah. I don't think he really knew that they were going to do it that way.
It was
Right.
just that person being petty
A
on
real
his behalf,
douche,
which
yeah.
is
Yeah, that
pretty
doesn't-
funny.
That honestly does not seem like a Jason Sudeikis move.
No,
and
I
it
don't think
wasn't.
was.
So
He was in another country,
Yeah.
sleeping.
right. So I mean, it's obviously something that like I don't think he has any control over. I think whenever something gets sent to a process serving company like that, they kind of have the say on when and where it
They
gets
choose.
delivered.
Yeah.
Well, it also is probably kind of hard to track down Olivia Wilde. So it's like,
That's
I know
true.
she's going to be here,
I know
and there
she'll
she
be at
is.
CinemaCon,
Yeah.
so I'll present I'll serve her on stage at CinemaCon. But yeah, I love the picture of her just like presenting while holding the manila envelope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty
that was
awesome.
I bet
brutal.
she was pissed. I would
Oh,
be.
she had to be furious.
Well, didn't she call? Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Give me more.
It's petty as fuck, and I love it.
Not my life, so
Yeah,
whatever.
not my life. I just get to sit back and enjoy it.
That's a good
So,
attitude.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened. That's some good stuff right there. Guys, still a lot left to talk about. Let's keep rolling. Avatar 2 officially gets its name and release date December 23rd. So 2 days before Christmas. If you're not doing anything, maybe go check out Avatar 2 in theaters.
I will find something to do.
What's the longest day time period between
Sequels.
like sequels?
Well,
yeah.
Top Gun, that's pretty long.
Yeah, that's like
36
40
years.
years almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like that's different
Yeah.
because like Avatar came out and they're
And-
like, we're gonna do a sequel, and
Yeah.
it's been
Yeah.
forever.
Like planned sequel.
Top Gun is like, oh, we're
Let's
bored
capitalize
and
on
need to
some
make some
nostalgia.
money.
Yeah.
True.
Let's make a sequel.
Very
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, so it's like if you think about Top Gun is more of a nostalgia pull. Like,
Right.
hey, this movie came out 36 years ago. Let's make a sequel. And then it's also been sitting on the shelf for a couple years. But yeah, no, I agree. That's a little different. With Avatar, it's like, yeah, this is like every like James Cameron, just in all of his hubris, is like, yeah, Avatar is still in the zeitgeist.
I'm
I gotta
thinking
get
along.
another sequel out.
Who cares about Avatar? When is
Yeah.
the new Mission Impossible coming out?
That's what I want to know.
Guys, we're gonna get to that. We have a lot to talk about.
I'm just trying to speed us up here.
Okay. Well, check out
Yes, do
Avatar
this.
2. The title, by the way, is...
don't check it out.
Don't see it.
Nope.
There's gonna be 4 more sequels.
No matter what the reviews say, don't see it.
We're
won't be.
obligated by law to share
I'll
with
put
you
my
the title
pinky
of the
on the
new
line.
Avatar movie, and it's
I want to see that law.
it's The Way of the Water. Avatar 2. Way of the Water.
Boo! Terrible name.
Let's find some new water.
Oh, gross. That's its name?
Way of
Wait,
the
really?
Water.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you were joking.
No,
I thought that was just something you were saying.
No. It's
I
Avatar
laughed
2,
about it later
The Way of the Water.
today in my diary.
100% that is the case. And then also, just so you know, we're all on the same page here. The next 3 installments after Avatar 2 will release in 2024, 2026, and 2028.
Don't
I
care.
will put money on it that those aren't the dates they're released.
Oh, I'm sure you're right. But apparently they were all filmed at the same time. So,
I
That's
just
so exhausting.
okay. So, Avatar. I know you guys are excited. I know the chat's excited. Hey, guys, thumbs up in the chat if you're excited for Avatar 2. Let's watch those thumbs up roll in. Okay, guys, a lot left to talk about. A lot left. Okay, so Tobey Maguire, he's making a big old comeback, baby, after starring as Peter Parker in the latest Spider-Man movie.
For it.
Tobey Maguire is going to play Charlie Chaplin in Damien Chazelle's Babylon.
That's a pretty good casting.
Let's do it.
And Damien
Here's my
Chazelle.
thing about Tobey Maguire that I can't get past.
Mhm.
Like, he seems like just a really nice, chill dude, but like, he's a total douchebag.
No, yeah, I
Oh,
know.
yeah. No, he's a dirtbag.
Well, like,
from
Wasn't Molly's Game about Tobey Maguire?
everyone
He was the
everyone
guy,
says
right?
that Player X is like a mix of like
And
3
Leo?
different people, but he's 100% one of those people.
Yeah.
yeah. Hey
Interesting.
man, he knows he's got it, and he's gonna flaunt it. You know what I'm saying, dude?
I guess he's got it.
Yeah, he's got it, dude. He's got it. Well, hey, K Mingo and my mom are giving thumbs up in the chat for Avatar 2. So, what does that tell you guys? Looks like you guys are on the wrong side of history. That's what that says.
No, I'm on the right side of history.
On the right one.
Avatar 2 will be the #1 movie of all time when it's all said
And it
and
will
done.
infuriate me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Once
Will
global
it?
warming hits and we don't have movies anymore, we'll all look back on Avatar 2 as the greatest movie of all time.
No, because like the cool thing about Avatar was it was like this new technology, and people were like, "Let's watch it in 3D," and that's when people thought we needed 3D. Do people want that anymore? Like,
I don't really
Does
care.
anybody
Although I will say,
remember?
I saw in-game 3D IMAX, and it was bonkers. It was like watching it was like literally being on a theme park ride while watching an awesome movie.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
No, that's
Ugh.
no.
Does anybody
it's
remember
good.
the
That's a
Spy
good
Kids that
thing.
came out in 3D and also the scent? They had like the scratch and sniffs.
No.
Oh, I went.
I remember Spy Kids 3D.
Yeah.
I don't remember the scratch and sniff.
My brother had a birthday party and that's what they went to see, and so I was there, and like a number would pop up on the screen and you would scratch off and you would sniff, and it was just the strangest thing.
That's too immersive.
It was.
Kay says yes. I went to Spy Kids 3D. Did you get the scratch and sniff?
It was like maybe that was just like I don't know, maybe limited release in theaters, but
I think Kevin was sniffing something else.
Kay
No,
also
it was-
says she
they
went
gave
to
you a little
see-
scratch and sniff card, and it was nuts.
Yeah. Kay also says she
Yeah,
went to see
that's what
Shark
we were
Boy and
sniffing.
Lava Girl in 3D, and she
Ah.
still has the Lava Girl
Lava
3D
Girl.
glasses. Wasn't there
I
a
gotta look
sequel
it
to
up
that
make
that
sure
came
I'm
out
not
last year?
saying.
Like Shark Boy and Lava Girl is like adults and they had kids. Because I remember it was filmed in Austin.
I thought they were brother
It was
and
on
sister.
Netflix, I think.
I never saw it.
Didn't see. it.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Kay also says I used to love Avatar, like I watched it a lot, but now I can't remember. I can remember none of it. I think that's the big thing about Avatar is that like if you really ask somebody about it, nobody could like really recite to you like the names of any of the characters or the plot of Avatar. Like,
Well,
it's
I
that
can recite you the
forgettable.
plot of Avatar.
Pocahontas.
Yeah, watch Pocahontas.
Yeah.
There you go. There's the plot.
Spy Kids marketed itself as being an aromascope that's 4D
I don't want any of that.
for all the senses. This was real, guys.
This
Look
is how
it up.
this is how you know you've got a bad movie when you have to overcompensate with all these extra features.
Aromascope.
Yeah, it's not even
That's
a
not,
word.
I don't like that.
Well,
That's not
hey,
a
you
word
know
I
what?
want to use.
Shout out to Robert Rodriguez, who directed and created Spy Kids. His movie studio's down the street from me, so brag. And then my mom says, we went to one, Ken. Don't you remember? I can't remember what it was, though. So I don't know what she's talking about. And then she also doesn't remember what she's talking about.
I think she's talking about Spy Kids, the original.
No, I've never seen a Spy Kids movie. I know that for a fact.
She thinks you did.
I
Maybe
saw
she's
the
talking
first
about
one.
Avatar.
Maybe it's Avatar. I don't know. I've never seen a Spy Kids movie.
Or maybe she's just talking about a 3D movie in general.
Oh, maybe that's it.
And she doesn't remember which one.
What movie? Oh, maybe it was Independence Day Resurgence.
Boo.
Gross.
That was a pile of dog shit. That movie was so bad. Okay. Maul says Spy Kids was ahead of its time. And then
Remember those
Kay
thumb
says,
things?
what the H? Spy Kids watch Cinestream? Do we watch Spy Kids on the stream?
I can tell you now I'll have a thing to do.
Yeah.
Guys, look, we got a lot left to cover. So we really need to get moving. We're running out of time.
Kenny's really weighing us down today.
I'm really just
Who wants to play the fork knife?
I got to play Fork Knife.
Fortnite?
No, actually, we only have one last thing to talk about as far as headlines go, and it's Mission Impossible 7 related.
Let's go.
Okay.
There's
Mission
been
Impossible
7.
7. Tom Cruise reveals Mission Impossible 7 official title. You guys want to know what it is?
I desperately do.
I honestly don't care because I'm
gonna
in.
be something like what was the last? Was that last one Ghost Protocol or was it no
Fallout.
Fallout?
Fallout, yeah.
Oh, so good.
It's gonna be just like a one word like.
I
the
mean, talk
something.
about sequels
You're
that just
wrong.
get better.
What is it?
It's Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Dead
Let's
Reckoning.
go.
Part
Let's
Part
go.
1. Yes. All right. I love Mission
I can't
Impossible. So
freaking
much.
wait.
You guys excited?
So
I
excited.
feel about Mission
They're so good,
Impossible
though.
the same way I feel about John Wick. You can make as many as you want, and I will see them every time.
I will go see
Which
every
is
single
how I
one.
do not feel about Fast and the Furious. So I know I'm a
It's
hypocrite.
like what Fast and Furious wants to be.
Ooh. But Fast and Furious makes more money than those movies.
Yeah,
Maybe,
because
but-
people are stupid.
There you
I
go.
think what it comes down to is I just like spies more than I like cars.
Yeah. You know what?
You
That's
need a good
it.
spy action thriller.
But
I want
Fast and Furious
realistic
basically
movies
is a
like
spy
Mission
movie
Impossible.
with cars.
Nah.
No? They went to space in the last one.
I mean, I'll watch them, but I
I
get
won't
much
even
more.
watch
I
'em.
get much more jazz for Mission Impossible.
Okay.
Bump, 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 bump.
Weird Adult asks, any John Waters films in Odorama?
Ew.
Gross.
Gross.
Gross. But that's pretty
Yoinks.
funny. Okay, guys, that's it for all the headlines. Thank you for thank you guys for not wasting time. You guys powered through it, and I really appreciate it. I know we don't have any trivia today, but do we have any movie anniversaries?
Yeah, you bet your ass we do.
Okay.
Let's go. Here we go. Happy 5-year anniversary to The Circle.
Oh, so
Oh.
bad.
That's a great
Bad.
reality television
Yeah, like
show.
the
on
reality
Netflix.
show or the movie?
The
Movie
movie
was
I haven't
terrible.
actually seen
With
the
Thomas
movie.
Hanks,
Probably Tom Hanks' worst
yes.
movie.
Tom Hanks,
And
Emma Watson,
Emma Watson.
and John
Boyega.
Boyega.
Was that Emma Watson's last movie ever?
No. She did Little Women.
Oh,
Great
yeah,
movie.
Yeah. She's
Fantastic
retired now,
film.
right? I didn't make that up.
She is retired.
I think she's really into her
I think she retired.
philanthropy and
Oh, good for
I
her.
think she's
thought she
really into
announced
leaving.
she's done.
I think she's really into leaving books at subway stations. Like that's her thing. Have you seen that? Like she just leaves books in places for people to find.
I think she's
Weird.
like
Kind of cool.
into
I
like
guess. I don't know.
her
Seems
philanthropy
like-
and
I don't know.
whatever else that's called, when you're or
Charitable works.
When you're a good person,
Philanthropic.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I don't
like
know what that's
you're,
like.
there's a cause that you're really for.
yeah,
I think that's what she's doing.
She's a great
humanitarian
entertainer.
efforts.
Wonder what that's like.
Yeah,
Got nothing.
maybe
there.
one day we'll be good people.
Doubt it. I'll let someone else be a good person.
Doubt it.
Anyway,
The
Okay.
circle.
Yeah, the circle.
Circle.
Don't watch.
happy 10-year anniversary to the Avengers. Can you believe that?
Wow,
Wow. 10
we're
years.
old.
The original Avengers.
Yeah.
I remember
was a-
how big of a deal
That
that
was. I think I saw it
That
with
was so
you.
good.
Maybe you.
Maybe.
It
I
was
don't
just-
remember who I
I
saw
saw
it
it in
with.
It
theaters.
was a big deal.
It was great.
Real big deal.
Yeah.
Man. What was the first Avengers about?
Loki.
Loki was being
Loki.
a
Okay, the
dick.
attack on New York
Yeah.
City. Yeah. And it was set in the future of 2017.
Oh, was it? I don't
Yeah.
remember that part.
I think.
I don't
Wasn't
think
it?
That's right. No, you're
I
wrong.
thought it was.
No, Endgame is set in the future of like 2022, which is now.
I thought there was a future of 2017 somewhere.
No,
I don't know.
No.
I think that's right.
My memory's great.
Anyway, happy 25-year anniversary to Volcano.
Oh yeah,
I don't think I've done that one yet, but
I never saw
Volcano.
Volcano.
oh, I loved that growing up.
It was
wild.
Yeah, that was a wild movie. A volcano in the center of Los Angeles.
I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, K Mingo says Parks and Rec last season was in the future of 2017, so maybe that's what you're thinking about
Yeah.
there, Kevin.
Okay. I'm just mixing all my not even close Avengers. I don't know.
Avengers 1 takes place in 2012. Avengers Endgame
That
takes
messed
place.
me up. Parks and Rec finale was in the future of 2017. Oh my gosh.
We are way past that now.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Avengers. Oh, excuse me. Avengers Endgame took place in 2022 because it was 5 years after.
Right. Okay.
No, excuse me, 2023.
Okay.
So still future from now.
Hmm.
So I'm glad we settled that.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I think we're done. We did it. We got through it. We did it in
Nice.
less than an hour. Even with all of that stuff that we had to talk about. We got it done in less than an hour.
Oh, I'm wiped.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, I just want to say thank you so much if you're in the chat today. K Mango, Weird Adult, Mom, Molly, Mr. Rima was in the chat as well. I think that's it. If I missed anybody else, I'm sorry. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you are just kind of lingering in the chat, you're lurking, maybe give us a follow. It's absolutely free. Doesn't cost anything. And you get alerts whenever we go live. And then, also be sure to check out the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Give us a rate, review, all that good stuff. Be sure to follow us on social media at the CineBoiz on Twitter and Instagram. Be sure also to follow and support Corkbats, because if you're following us and not Corkbats,
What are you doing?
what are you doing with yourself? Corkbats, when Corkbats does well, we do well, and that's important. So be sure to check out corkbats.com, where you can read all of our reviews. New review for The Northman again coming on Monday. Follow them on social media at Corkbats on Twitter and Instagram. Be sure to also follow the Corkbats YouTube channel, where you can see our videos, because we have them. But guys, that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Nah.
What you guys got planned for the rest of the day? You guys gonna go do something together?
I don't know.
Who knows? The day is our oyster.
What's the temperature there in the Midwest today?
Beautiful.
75 degrees.
75? You guys should go outside and do something. Maybe go play
I
some
don't know.
disc golf.
Like that, wouldn't you? We're indoor boys.
Go play some disc golf, maybe?
Gosh, that's such a mid-Missouri thing to do.
I know.
We actually should go play some tennis ball golf.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
that sounds like
That's
fun.
all.
I'm actually very serious.
Well, I hope you guys have a great day spent together. I'll just be here
Go back
alone,
9.
Yeah.
doing all the technical things that we need to do. So,
Let's give a round for Kenny.
yeah. Yeah,
Listen to this crowd. Listen to this crowd.
that's the first time we've actually had an
Pretty
audience
good.
applause.
Dude, well done, fellas.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, guys, here's to next week. We'll see.
Alrighty,
then.
All
we'll
right.
be here. Well,
Will you all be there again?
no,
Oh.
but
The funny thing is, Tom and I, we could, I guess, but no.
that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
I live 3 whole blocks away. That's so far.
that's a long walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, too long. Especially
right.
with a dude with a broken foot
All right, see you
or
guys.
leg. It's just gonna
Bye.
get worse
Bye.
every time I talk about it.